This is Logan International Airport. So I figured I'd add this to the itinerary. Airports fascinate me just as much as stadiums do. And so based on my recent experience taking Georgianne to the airport, I figured we can come here, take a few pictures, take some video, and we're good. We have come now to the final, actually no, it's the penultimate destination in our sightseeing tour, and we are here at Harvard University. For me, having been back at Williams yesterday, so I'm not sure when or how, in what order I'll post this, but in the order of when things actually happened, yesterday is when we were at Williams College. My first time back at Williams in 35 years. And to me, that really was the highlight. And so I felt like, having seen Williams, having been back at Williams, I could skip this. But we're here. And I wanted to come here just because of how historic Harvard is, the reputation it has. So I wanted to see it and just see the place with my own eyes. So here we are at Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts. So we'll look around. Time is not our best friend right now because we would like to get back to the hotel in time for breakfast. They wrap up breakfast an hour from now, and it takes about 20 minutes to get back to the hotel. So we'll look around, take some video, take some pictures, and that'll be Harvard for us for today. All right, and I'd like to introduce you to one of the students here at Harvard who I just met, and she'll tell us all about herself. So if you could let us know your name,
okay,
and then where you're from, and what you're studying here at Harvard.
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. So you can simply call me Alexia. I'm a new PhD student majoring in comparative literature. So the subject is mainly about to study the history of authors and their works and the connection between them. So my major project would be a comparison between modern Greek poetry and also Chinese poetry, by the way, China is the place where I come from. So the reason why I choose Harvard is mainly because Harvard offered so many academic resources in so many different disciplines, and also it's very lucky for me to find very excellent supervisors here. So that's basically the main reason why I come here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So your graduate studies you did in China?
Well,
or here in the U.S.?
Actually, I come from a very small village town from China, not a very wealthy family.
Okay.
So I think that's not very usual student background in Harvard. I think, well, I would choose I did my bachelor degree and also my first master degree in China, and then to Oxford and then to Harvard.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, so you got your first 2 degrees in China.
Yes.
Then was it a master's at Oxford?
Yes, the second master degree in
At
Oxford.
Oxford University, and now you're here at Harvard.
Yes.
Those are some very good schools.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, congratulations and all the best.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it's really nice to see you. Bye.
We are now rushing back to the hotel. You know how it is with taking pictures and everything. It's, time just goes. Even if I resolve at the start that I'll only take 10 minutes, and not just me, but my buddy here, Paul, you see one thing and then another, and all the creative and artistic instincts come out. So we actually are on schedule to get to the hotel after breakfast has finished being served. So we called them and asked them to put aside some breakfast for us. And so they said yes. That was very kind of them. And so I had a great time at Harvard, taking pictures, seeing the place, feeling the place. And so now it's back to the hotel for whatever breakfast they have for us, because the breakfast is buffet. So obviously we come in late. They probably will just have put aside a little something, but that's good. We're very thankful. And so breakfast, then Paul hits the pool, and I'll find something to do. There's always something good to do. And then after that, we'll head on out. Right here is the breakfast that they very and super kindly packed for Paul and I. But apart from that, although we showed up here after the official time that breakfast is closed, the buffet breakfast is still open. So they gave Paul the packed breakfast, but also encouraged him and me to go ahead and have the buffet since it's still available. Very, very kind of them. This bag right here is full of food. So we went from almost missing breakfast entirely to having more breakfast on our hands than we can handle. So our stomachs are full and the bag is full. The people here have been very, very, very kind. So if you're ever in the Boston area and you're looking for a low cost but very comfortable accommodation, then I recommend the Best Western in Woburn. Address is 1 Rainin Road in Woburn, Massachusetts. According to the forecast earlier today, it would have been pouring buckets by now. But after the very early rain, it stopped. So, even by the time we were full into our time at Fenway Park, the rain had stopped. So, not sure if it'll start up again later on, but for now the conditions are very clear, and the conditions. One second. But for now, the conditions are very clear and excellent for driving. So, hopefully, in a few safe hours, we will be back. From Boston, we'll be back in Bayonne.
In 400 feet, turn right onto Montvale Avenue.
We prefer Jersey. Can always
Look.
pick you guys up.
Oh, man. Well, thanks for the hospitality. Here we are at our last port of call before heading on out of Massachusetts and back to New Jersey. We are at, I believe it's called, oh yes, it's called Gillette Stadium. I had forgotten the name for a while there. Gillette Stadium. That is the home stadium, principally, of the New England Patriots, the NFL team, NFL, National Football League. It's also used by the New England Revolution of MLS, Major League Soccer. I must say I am impressed by what the stadium looks like from the outside. I'm not a huge fan of the stadium's inside, to be honest, because there's one side of the stadium that's just a big gap, and that has never made sense to me. I guess there's a reason for it, and that's what it is. But I must say, from the outside, it is as beautiful as any stadium there is. Lovely, lovely stadium. Then I see there seem to be some adjacent activities here. There's a plaza. I guess there's food. There's what do they call that usually? Yeah, hospitality and catering. A place called Gourmet Burgers. Cross Pavilion, Insurance and Business Center. A lot of work going on. So I guess they're refurbishing the area, keeping it up to date. And I guess when we come back here, for those who are able to come back here a few months from now, this place, where we see all this construction, will be all set and looking amazing. So let me see how much closer I can get. I'm surprised that they even allowed me to get this far, given that there's construction going on. I thought it would be strictly keep out. And the only thing that gave me the courage to come this far is that I saw a couple walk in here. And so yeah, sure, there's this huge bank of stairs. And at the top there's Gourmet Burgers and brews. So yeah, there are eateries and all sorts of good stuff. And wow, okay, yeah, so this is that part of the stadium that I was saying to me from the inside. This looks off because there's just a big gap. But let me look around. This is really, this is impressive. I am impressed. I'm impressed. I'm a New York Jets fan. The Patriots are a team that we don't like, but I must say this stadium is nice. At this point, the little that I'm seeing, it looks nicer to me than MetLife Stadium, which is where the Jets play and the Giants play their home games. This looks really, really, really nice. You know, it's not just plain. There's some design and some artistry to it. It looks really, really, really nice. So I guess there's a Hall of Fame, a Patriots Hall of Fame there. And here we find this is one end of the stadium. It's right there where there's an arch. That's where from the inside I just see a big gap that just has never looked very appealing before. This is a superb design. Lovely, lovely stadium. Indeed, there's an entire shopping complex here. So from where we entered the stadium, it looks desolate, the area around the stadium. But once I come up that long flight of stairs, there's quite something here. So it's a quite extensive commercial area. I have to tip my hat to the New England Patriots, because not only have they been winning Super Bowls, but they have a first-class facility here. This is phenomenal. This would be, I think this would qualify to host the World Cup final. Given that the World Cup final, FIFA Men's World Cup final for 2026, the venue for the actual final itself has yet to be decided. It will be in the US, and it's going to be either MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, or AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. But looking here, I don't see why this stadium is not one of the candidates. This facility is incredibly impressive. We are back. When we departed, it was B to B to B. And now it's B to B in B. Okay, I'll translate that. When we departed, it was Bayonne to the Berkshires to Boston. Now that we're back, it's back to base in Bayonne. It's been a wonderful time. I've had a great time hanging out with my son these last 2 days. As he said on our way back, he said, this is friendship time. So thank God for that. So we've had a great time. One or two moments of tension and not understanding each other. But apart from that, it's been phenomenal. He's been super supportive. We've enjoyed our time together. Lots of conversation. You know, he's been there through, you know, he did some driving. He really enjoyed that. And so I've just had a thrilling time. It's been fun being with Paul these 2 days. Thank you for being with us. So we did Williamstown in Massachusetts, and then we did Boston. When I post the videos, they may end up being 2 different videos. But either way, thank you, as always, for your support, for spending a few of your minutes on this channel. Do stay blessed and stay well.